Like NVIDIA, like the tech chip, NVIDIA. How are you this evening, Everything Reviews? You do get that a lot, I'm sorry. That's just my dyslexic kicking in, but, I mean, do you pronounce it like NVIDIA? Oh, Navid? Okay. I got it. If I'm not saying it right, I can just call you Everything Reviews. Are you having a good evening? Where are you from? Hey, Phil, what's happening? I like it. Dude, how often do they show the Bob and Doug McKenzie movie by you? Is that rude to ask you? I'm just curious. I guess that'd be like asking me, like, yo, how often do they show the Blues Brothers back in Chicago? I don't fucking know. Like once a year, probably. Twice a year. I don't know. Maybe they play it every week. I have no idea. I don't live there anymore. Oh, Pennsylvania. That's great. Can you walk outside your door and smell the Hershey bars? Are you near Hershey, Pennsylvania? Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's so cool. I've never been there before, but I heard it's cool. I don't know. Where's My Mind by the Pixies? I'm sorry. The Pixies really aren't my thing. I just played an original song of mine that I wrote a few years back. Everybody know the tune that I just played. Would I Lie to You by the Eurythmics? Annie and Dave. That's a solid state tone. That's one of the few solid state tones recorded. Hey, Dallas. I was just talking about the song Would I Lie to You by the Eurythmics. Yeah, sometimes I listen to 80s music because when I was 13, 14, and 15, man, this shit was everywhere. We want my MTV. There were many nights where Teeny Bopper Larry would watch MTV at night. Yeah, can you hear Sting, the Police, just saying that? I want my MTV. Or like Rock the Vote. Mike Edwards. Thanks, Dallas. So how's everybody doing? Might you have a good dinner? Tea, excuse me. What's that? I haven't had my supper yet here. Well, dude, you're at like 8:15, right? Hey, Dalton, how are you? Sorry, I was like, you're and Dallas's name are next to each other. I kind of had to do a double take there. That's cool, Mike. Oh, yeah? That's cool. I'm flattered, Mike. Thanks. Yeah, 8:17. All right, 5:18 here. I'm on earlier because I gotta take the folks out for past Father's Day dinner shit. Yeah. It's in your top 10? Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Hey, user 45, what's happening? How you doing, my friend? Thank you guys for being super members or super stickers or whatever the fuck they call them. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Use your illusion too? Okay. And I got CDs and DVDs all over the fucking and games all over the place here. Hey Mike, I know what you wanted to ask me. You wanted me to tell you wanted me to tell the story about my autograph experiences, right? Because you asked me the other night when we were off of here. Does that ring a bell? Oh, man. Yep. Okay. Okay, so here's the deal. Mike and I were talking a couple nights ago, and he asked me if I had ever given an autograph, and I was just like, I thought I had to think about it for a minute because it's been a while. It's not something I do on a daily basis or weekly basis or even monthly basis. Like, that shit never happens to me. Nobody, after I get done playing, nobody comes up to me and talks to me. They're all scared shitless for whatever reason. I don't know. I must just have something written on my forehead that says, don't fuck with me. Don't come talk to me. Don't whatever. I don't know. Anywho. Okay, so back, 1990, oh shit. I'm in line at the local movie theater with my father, waiting to go see a movie. We had bought our tickets, but we were waiting in line to go into the movie theater. And the movie theater was in a mall here. And when I say here, I mean in Scottsdale, Arizona. It was Fashion Square Mall. Where'd I get the strap? I think I bought them when Guitar Center had a bunch of them. I just bought them a long time ago. Probably back when I was telling the story, or back when the story happened. No. It was later than that. So, there I am. We're in a line of people. I'm with my dad. They have us line up like on the second floor of the mall in front of stores. And I'm just sitting there minding my own business with my dad, waiting in line to go into the movie theater. And this kid comes up to me and says, hey, there's a girl in the store. She's too embarrassed to come up to you, but she wants your autograph. I'm like, my dad's like, I'm kind of fucking embarrassed because I'm in front of my dad. And this is like, this had to be like 93, 94. Like, I had just started playing in bars. So it was a bit like kind of weird timing. So I just look at him and I'm like, my dad's looking at me and I'm like I said, I'm kind of embarrassed. I'm like, I asked the guy, I said, who does she think I am? He goes, I don't know, but she wants your autograph. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get out of line. I'm like, dude, just take me to her so I can just meet her face to face. Because that's the type of person I am. So I actually go into the store. I follow this kid into the store. And I just introduce myself and give her the autograph. And I leave. That's it. That's the story. She was very embarrassed that I actually physically went in to meet her. And no, I didn't get her digits or anything like that. It wasn't anything like that. I mean, she looked a lot younger than me. I kind of was just like, there's no way I'm seeing you out at a bar. It was just weird. I think she thought I looked like somebody from a TV show or a movie, just like some of you guys think I look like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Johnny Knoxville, fucking whoever else, Robert Downey Jr. You know. At that time, I don't know who she thought I looked like. No, hardly Mike. I think, look, it's to be flat out honest, he is more famous than I am, right? The character is more famous than I am. The Soulcactus dude. Or Soulcactus guy. Soulcactus guy. Hey, SFH, how are you? I mean, I might be a little famous on here. I might be a little famous in terms of like, you know, the world of guitar tones that are talked about in like the boutique guitar world. You know, but apart from that, I mean, like that's so minuscule. You know, like very, very, very small fucking circles. I'm all right, man. I'm doing good. I'm just pacing myself before I gotta have dinner with my folks. Because there's nothing better than I like having dinner with my folks. Except for maybe going to the dentist. I think that about tracks. Yeah. In the words of Robert Downey Jr., I just find it to be incredibly exhausting. I'm sure I'll get... What? I probably won't recognize you if... No, Mike. Actually, I'm actually very nice out in public. I'm nicer to strangers than I am to my own family. Basically because I don't like them. I'm sure that you guys are going like, did he just say he doesn't like his own family? Yeah. Not my favorite. That's why, you know, you go through this life, you get one or two really good friends, you'll be all right. Oh, you wouldn't recognize me because the camera flipped around? Dude, if you saw me just walking, you'd be like, oh, yeah. That never happens. I never got recognized. People look at me strangely like they think I'm somebody else. That's what happens to me mostly. So who's in the room, Mike? You and... Is Dallas still here? Or is it SFH? It's weird to only see 2 people in the room, but like 6 thumbs up. It's usually the reverse of that. It's usually like 4 times, 5 times the number of people and a fraction of the likes. I see 3. Favorite Doors riff? I like Hello, I Love You a lot, actually. I just think that's like a cool fucking riff and groove. What's my favorite Led Zeppelin song, Dalton? Maybe A Whole Lot of Love. If I get like, I mean, usually I'd go for Battle of Evermore, but in just in terms of just like getting me pumped about something and getting me to feel like that 12, 13-year-old kid again, it's gonna be that one. Agreed. I like Soul Kitchen a lot too. Yeah, the Doors, like, the band was keyboards, guitar, and drums. They threw out the bass player. It's kind of unique in that sense. I mean, Ray played bass on some of the things with his keys. Peace Frog School. I like LA Woman by the Doors a lot too. I used to play it live with a band back in Virginia. I was like, whoa. I was like, you guys really want to play that? They're like, yeah. Well, okay. All right. I was like, shit, man. Cool tune. Played that one. Played Roadhouse Blues, of course. Yeah. You get more sustain out of it. Joe Bonamassa does it on his Les Paul. And probably his SGs and whatever else he has that's got a two-stop tailpiece. He'll put the strings around his tailpiece, and then it goes over the bridge saddles. He's just doing it for added sustain. That's what some people say. I think that's like, it's one of those silly Eric Johnson rabbit holes where you get a half a dozen of one will say something and a half a dozen of the other will say something else. It's like if you went to 20 different guitar techs, each one of them will say a fucking different thing to you about what your guitar needs. Hopefully one of them's right. But 1 out of 20? Yeah. To give you the Three Stooges reaction. Not good. What's my opinion on the tone wood thing? Dallas, I don't know what you mean. Like, do I prefer certain woods that sound tonally better than other woods? Is that what you're asking me? Because if that's the question, the answer is mahogany body with humbuckers or P90s sounds warmer than anything on God's green earth. That's why, like, you hear people talk about, like, creamy tones and whatever. Yeah, nobody uses that adjective to describe a Strat or a Teletone. But they will for a Les Paul or, like, P90s. Yeah. Yes. Both wood and electronics affect tone. Okay. Oh, fuck. This is... Now you've done it, Dallas. Damn it. Alright. Oh, God. Okay. Here it is, folks. I have pieced together several Warmoth guitars in my past. So you want to talk about woods and tonalities with different electronics? I'm your man. Now, I can't tell you what my experience has been, which is this. If you want balance and warmth, you don't want a really bright telly, get yourself an alder body telly. But if you want something really light and resonant, go for Swamp Ash in a telly. Not in a Stratocaster or anything else. I'm just talking in terms of tellies now. If you want to darken up your Swamp Ash body because you feel like it's going to be too bright, get yourself a rosewood board neck to offset that. Also, get yourself maybe something that don't sound as bright in terms of your telly set pickups. Something to think about. Maybe try getting something different, like maybe Lindy Freyland's blues telly set. They're like a .02 overwound. I think those sound pretty bitchin'. Lindy Freyland makes a good pickup. I don't like him as much as Lawler, but for this all intents and purposes, I do. But it's really hard to beat Lawler's Telecaster pickups, in my opinion. It doesn't matter what body and neck you're using. His shit's going to sound great if you're piecing a Telecaster together. So if you wanted to do the reverse and you wanted like an alder body with maple, because you want something faster and you want a little bit more stinging, that'd be the way to go. You want a maple board with an alder body. Same thing with Strat. You could get Swamp Ash with a maple board. It'll be really fucking bright. I can guarantee you that. You're going to need to get some 60s wound set of Stratocaster pickups to offset that all that brightness. You're going to have a lot of fucking top end on your guitar. That's what's going to happen. The benefits to having a maple board is that, like I said, it's fast and it is resonant. But there's nowhere for your sweat to go. It just stays on the fretboard. If you have a rosewood board, your sweat will absorb into the board and your tone will be warmer. If you want really warm tones, get yourself a mahogany body and get yourself some P90s or some humbuckers. Because that's what all Gibsons are made from, is mahogany wood body. Next are mahogany and rosewood. Yeah, I mean, Dallas, you're all right. You know, like Joe Bonamassa says, and I've said it before, you don't have to go out and spend a shit ton of cash. I mean, I put together some really nice Warmoth guitars for like less than $1,500. Like, all completed, assembled for me. Like, I would just buy the parts, take it to my guitar tech, and he'd assemble it for me. So parts and labor, everything under $1,500. You have a great custom shop guitar. It's not worth anything, but it's a great playing guitar, hopefully. But, a lot of people, they don't want to go that far in terms of customization. And unless you really know what you're doing with nut sizes and bone nut blanks and frets and fret sizes and everything else, different neck shapes, and how everything plays into each other and plays with each other or doesn't play with each other, I would not recommend putting a guitar together. If you're really not experienced with a lot of guitars, your experience would have to be like you've already owned 20 or more guitars, let's just say hypothetically. That's why you've chosen to go down this route. That was my case. But if you notice, the last one I had was that blue Strat that's on here. It's in some of the short videos. That was a Warmoth parts guitar with Lawler blackface single coil Stratocaster pickups. And that thing sounded amazing. It was like very vintage 50s Fender sounding Stratocaster. And that's what I was going for. It was like the David Gilmour kind of thing. What would the Soulcactus signature guitar look like? It was my 7-Up green Eric Clapton Stratocaster mic. That was the Soulcactus guitar. Basically, I had torn out the Eric Clapton pickup rig. I put in a set of Fender Custom Shop 54s because that's what spoke to me at the time. And I had bigger frets installed, the kind that are on the Stevie Ray Vaughan Stratocaster 6105 Dunlop fret wire. So that was no longer an Eric Clapton Fender Stratocaster. That was a Larry Soulcactus Stratocaster. And if Fender came to me, I would say, this is what I want. I want a C-shaped neck with a maple board I want no, I don't, I want Lawler Blackface Strat pickups in here. That's what I want. Make that happen. Gotta have 6105 fret wire. Gotta have the Lawler Blackface set of Stratocasters pickups in here. That'll be one of the coolest Strats you've ever fucking played. I can guarantee it. It's not my fault Clapton's like stuck in the past with the vintage fucking frets. Those vintage small frets, they suck balls. The only thing that they're good for is like really like getting out the really fast little runs that EC does. Hey Terrence. Hey Z. I don't know Avenged Sevenfold. You weren't on the stream last night, were you? Natural Walnut SG? Okay. I had a friend that had one. Lay Beaks is a communist. Good for you, dude. You can go do that elsewhere. Thank you. Jesus Christ, dude. So, Mike, that's what the Soulcactus signature guitar would look like. You can see that. You can see the 7-Up Strat in my avatar picture with the burgundy jacket. That picture was taken back in Virginia. It was just before I had retired that guitar. I had played the shit out of that guitar. I had worn away the wood down here on the guitar. That's how much I played the shit out of that guitar. It was like retire, put it in the closet, or hang it up on the wall. I didn't want to do either of those things, so I wound up selling it and getting something else that I could use. What pickups overdrive really well? The ones that I use, Dallas. Lawlers, WCR, Wagners. I mean, look, if you're on a budget, like the Fender stuff is good. I mean, I wouldn't recommend like Fender like humbuckers or something like, but if you wanted to get like, well, Seymour Duncan shit is just as expensive as the stuff that I buy. Like if you wanted to get, I would recommend like Seymour Duncan Antiquities. I've had a pair of those. They're really good. Thank you, Mike Edwards. I love you, buddy. Everybody likes that one so much. Nasty Dogs and Funky Kings is a much cooler tune, my friend. M. Fritas, how are you? Meslitan? Meslitan? Dude, I can't even. Meslitan? Thanks, Dallas. Be cool. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Cartoons and Serial Stream will be about 10 a.m. So like 12, 1 your time. Radio. Or was that the other dude? Oh, you're from Brazil. All right. Thank you very much. You guys can buy stickers or super stickers. Show your appreciation. That money goes directly to me. Also, if you want to go to the Patreon page and buy some music, you could do that too. It's all in the description. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe and please hit that like button. Alright guys, that's gonna do it. I gotta get my stuff together and get out of the house. Go to dinner. Alright, thank you very much for participating in the stream. Dallas, Mike, Terrence, I appreciate it. Dalton, you guys have a good night, and we'll catch you tomorrow for Cartoons and Cereal stream. Be good to yourselves and be good to the ones around you. Thank you very much. Alright, love you guys. Bye-bye.